I was in the watchtower and I saw someone who had a look, not unlike the look that you're seeing right now. It wasn't exactly it, but it was pretty darn close. And then it hit me. I thought I have to make a video about Infinity Inc. So let's get this party started. Hello heroes and villains, welcome to Multiverse. So today we will make a video about Infinity Inc. And here you can see our friend Brainwave with the emblem from Blackout. Basically, the guy had a look pretty close to this, and he had the regular version of the Blackout emblem. So I thought, let us make the actual look for our friend Brainwave using the enhanced version of the emblem. I was wondering what kind of look we could create using that emblem, and actually this is it. For the headpiece, I'm using the Dashing Crusader. I always have to look because I always confuse it with the Defiant Crusader. Not a big deal, but it's not quite the same. For the face, I'm using the goggles. Obviously, the chest piece is the Stalwart Defender chest piece to get the biggest emblem I can get. The gloves are the Aeronaut gloves. The belt is the Stalwart Defender belt. The new Genesis pants, and the nuclear boots. So using all of that, it gives us a pretty good looking version of our friend Brainwave from Infinity Inc. For those of you who may not know, Infinity Inc. was a comic featuring basically the children of the Justice Society of America around the late 70s, early 80s. So as you can see, we can recreate a pretty darn good spot-on version of Brainwave from that era. Oh, and the hairstyle, I'm using the con job hairstyle, the Constantine hairstyle. I have to admit, I'm using it a lot. It has to be my favorite hairstyle right now. Next, we have Nuklon with the Mohawk hairstyle. And this time, he is using the Defiant Crusader headpiece. The chest piece and the pants are the reverse slimline. The gloves are still the Aeronaut gloves. The boots are still the nuclear boots. And for the belt, I'm using the Green Arrow belt, the high density tactical belt. So it gives us a pretty darn spot on version of our friend Nuklon. And of course, the emblem, I'm using the Atom emblem. I wish we had growing powers in this Universe Online. It would be perfect for this character. Sadly, not really an option. Well, I guess you could recreate this character using either quantum powers or atomic powers. You decide. And next we have the Silver Scarab with the half slimline headpiece. The bug goggle eyes. The emblem, I'm using the turtle emblem. Ironically enough, it's the closest thing we have to a Scarab in this Universe Online. I think I was using the same emblem for Blue Beetle for a while. For the chest piece and the pants, any slimline would do the trick. For the belt, that's the Techno belt. The gloves are the Retrotech gloves. And the shoulders are the Riot shoulders. And of course, I'm using the steel neon chromo material to be able to get a nice metallic look for our Silver Scarab. In the comics, he was more or less various shades of blue, different shades of light blue that kind of looked metallic a bit. Let's see if we can recreate it using the blue metallic material. Let's see. Nah, not really. I guess you could try something like this, but it's not exactly it. The steel neon chromo material is a bit better for that. At some point, I gave him a look that kind of looked like he was using the Dashing Crusader. I'm not sure why exactly. It's been a long time since I read those comics, and I have to remember at the time I was reading it. I wasn't really reading it regularly. It was a once in a while thing, and it was mostly for the artwork by Jerry Ordway. I used to love his artwork. When I first discovered him when he inked John Byrne on the Fantastic Four, and when he worked on Infinity Inc. or even I think All Star, I always enjoyed his work. I think there's Wallace Wood also who drew the comic, or maybe I'm misremembering and he was drawing All Star. It was a long time ago, sadly, so I might be misremembering. And next we have Obsidian, who was the son of Alan Scott. But we can create a pretty darn good version of Obsidian if we want to in this Universe Online. Obviously, you need the Mr. Miracle cape. You need the panel, the slimline headpiece. The chest piece is the Streak slimline chest piece. The gloves are the Shaman gloves. The belt is the Miraculous belt. The pants are the new Genesis pants, the tall classic boots. And using all of that, it gives us a pretty good looking version of Obsidian. I guess power wise, if I was to use powers with this character, I would use celestial powers to sort of mimic the shadow powers that the character had. And we have Obsidian's sister, Jade. Here I'm using the long hairstyle. The emblem is the Manhunter emblem, which works well enough to recreate our friend Jade. For the chest piece, that's not exactly it, but it's the closest I could find, so it's the short sleeve slimline. The pants are the two-color slimline. And the boots are the tie-dyed boots. She probably shouldn't have high heels, but sadly, this is the closest to the boots she was wearing. So overall, we can create a pretty good version of Jade in this universe online, and if you give her Green Lantern powers and a green aura, even better. And next we have Power Girl. Somehow she wasn't like the Infinity Inc. were the children of the JSA, but she was actually the cousin of Superman. But somehow she ended up with Infinity Inc. I think we saw her in the All-Star Comics first, and then she ended up in Infinity Inc. somehow. It's been a long time. I sadly probably would have to reread those comics again. But we can create a pretty good version of Power Girl within this universe online at this point. Obviously, we need the classic cape. For the thing holding the cape, I'm using Magic's Champion, the Magic's Champion shoulders, the Captain of the Shazam shoulders. Here I'm using the official Power Girl gloves that you can get in the game. This is the Techno Belt. The boots are the clean cuffed boots. And the chest piece is the Power chest piece. And the shorts are the reverse slimline. For the hairstyle, I went with the shorter length. That's more or less what she was using for quite some time. But then at some point, she ended up having some kind of short hair, which is what she used for many decades now. Sadly, for the Star Spangled Kid, this is as close as I was able to get. Basically, the chest piece should be full of stars, but the only way I could kind of sort of try to recreate that was to use the star for the chest emblem, and of course the spindrift shoulders to get 2 extra stars for the shoulder pieces. Here, pretty much any slimline chest piece will do the trick. A half slimline mask. The belt is one of the Checkmate belt. Again, the New Genesis pants, and I'm using the Owl Suit boots for the boots, obviously. So it's not exactly it. I guess using this dystopian style for the chest piece and the gloves would allow us to have more stars, but it's getting away from the look of the character, at least a bit. I didn't create every members of Infinity Inc. I'm sure some of you guys will suggest some that I did not create just yet. But there was some like Northwind. I just couldn't recreate Northwind. I didn't have the styles in order to be able to do that. Also would have needed like a chest piece with a big N on it or something. Maybe at some point we'll get more styles that will allow us to create more Infinity Inc. characters. But so far these are the ones that I recreated. If you have any questions, feel free to ask so in the comment section down below, and I'll see what I can do about answering your questions. I have roughly 2,000 videos about this universe online at this point, so if I don't answer your question right away, just search in my videos. Odds are I already made a video that answers your question. And that's going to be pretty much it for now, guys. So as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.